Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Iron Fist, no more. At least that's the tease that Marvel's been giving us. So all we have so far is an image that's an homage to John Romita Sr.'s Spider-Man number 50 cover where he's walking away from his costume in the trash can. So we're getting the idea that Marvel is giving us a mini-series coming in February of 2022 that will be the last Danny Rand Iron Fist story. Now, notice it's not the death of Iron Fist or anything like that, just Iron Fist no more. Now, I didn't read all of that Heart of the Dragon series, but I have heard that at the end of it, Okoye or something from Wakanda, one of the Dora Milaje, I believe, winds up with the Iron Fist power, so it seems like Marvel's veering away from Danny Rand being the Iron Fist, and this is probably going to be a story focusing on that, so we don't really know much, no creative team or anything like that, but just be prepared, Iron Fist no more. Ghost Rider's getting a new ongoing series in 2022. No exact date yet, but we do have the creative team announced. It's Benjamin Percy and Corey Smith. This is going to be focused on Johnny Blaze. It feels like it's kind of... They've been doing a lot of random weird things with the Ghost Rider mythos and all that kind of stuff over the last few years, but it feels like this is going to be like a focused in on Johnny Blaze and then expanding it outward. Benjamin Percy says that he's a huge horror fan and he's definitely going to wear that influence on this book's sleeve. Corey Smith, we know recently from Conan the Barbarian, not the artist I would have necessarily chosen for this, but Benjamin Percy has potential to do really great stuff with mainstream properties, and Ghost Rider seems like it's decent enough, right, for him, for his style. This is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, so, man, that's been a while, right? Savage Spider-Man launches in February. This is by Joe Kelly and Gerardo Sandoval. This is a continuation of the non-stop Spider-Man story. So they did the non-stop Spider-Man story. Chris Bachalo, I think, got a really severe case of COVID or something, and it got delayed, and it got delayed even further, and then they just kind of canceled it and wrapped it up, and I don't even know if that final issue has actually come out yet, but the story is continuing in Savage Spider-Man with a different artist. So there you go. That's what Savage Spider-Man is. It is a continuation of non-stop Spider-Man, because even though they promised it would be non-stop, Royal City is coming back from Jeff Lemire. This is one of my favorite Jeff Lemire series from the last several years. It was a story about this writer who goes back home and his family's there and they're all like kind of broken in their own way and they're all haunted by the death and the ghost of one of the children from the family from years before. Had a really great bittersweet melancholy type tone that was just perfectly accentuated by Jeff Lemire's artwork and this pacing throughout the story. So I'm really, really pumped for this to come out. It will be published by Image Comics next year. Beef Bros returns on Kickstarter. Beef Bros Behind Bars by Aubrey Sitterson and Tyrell Cannon is on Kickstarter right now. This is a follow-up graphic novella to the original Beef Bros that came out last year. I loved Beef Bros. It was exuberant, it was colorful, it was lively, it was ridiculous, it was fun. So I'm really definitely excited for this one. I'll definitely be backing it. Happy Hill releases from Comics Tribe in January. Why should we care? It's Rich Douek and Joe Mulvey. That's right, the exact same creative team of The Wailing Blade, which is a fan-frickin-tastic comic book. There's a hardcover, or a new hardcover of that coming back out around January as well. This is about, kind of sadly, it's about a family who loses one of their kids at I almost said Mickey D's, like a Walt Disney World or something like that, right? So they're at this big theme park. I think their daughter or son or something like that gets killed in it. It's about the investigation. Seems pretty dark, but if it's Rich and it's Joe, we definitely got to check it out. And then Bylines and Blood is coming in January from Aftershock Comics. It's by Van Jensen, Erica Schultz, and Aniki. This one is about a world. It's like a neo-noir type thing, and detectives, like private investigators and detectives, kind of act like Ronin to try to hunt out and sift through the truth because of the way the media is set up and all kinds of things. It's I don't know. It's kind of a vague description. but it sounds interesting enough, and obviously when the first issue comes out, we'll be covering it on the weekly pop culture or on the weekly comic book review. And then I watched that Lightyear trailer. So Pixar and Disney are doing a Lightyear film. Now Buzz Lightyear, of course, is a toy. So I was kind of confused when I first started watching this trailer. I was like, okay, so they're just telling us the story, the origin almost of this character or whatever. Chris Evans is doing the voice. The trailer looks fine. The way they use Starman's David Bowie. I mean, you're going to use a David Bowie in your trailer. You're going to use a David Bowie song, and you're going to make it like that on the nose, perfect. Like, bruh, it made it look so damn epic. I'm excited for it. I'll check out that Lightyear movie for sure. So that's what we got for you this week. What's coming up? Don't forget, Pop Culture Philosophers and Dylan's Horror Show. We're wrapping up Horror Fest tonight with a look at The Exorcist. That's on Dylan's Horror Show. No Rockin Robbie Live this week. Join me over at The Experience with Dynamic Forces. That's going to be Monday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, and then onwards and outwards and all kinds of fun stuff. So, hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you continue to have a great week. Have a happy Halloween. Station, y'all have a good one. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on living.